Unforgiven segment 2 of wrapping up week 1 and moving to predictions for week 2. First matchup, we're going to look at Saxon the City and Molon Lave and the commissioner. 1 and 0, 0 and 1 teams. ESPN has a 52% in favor of myself. No, Saxon the City. Sorry, 133 points to 130. Unfortunately, I think because of the gambling that's taking place with Aaron Rodgers, that if he doesn't perform, and I don't worry about anybody else in my lineup besides maybe Hilaire, although I have hopes for him, I think Saxon the City, I'm going to give this to you just to play it safe for my predictions. Great lineup. The matchups are there for you for Josh Allen against Miami. I see you made a move. You put Jamar Chase all the way up to your roster. Smart move against Chicago. Chicago is a falling apart team 100%. They have no secondary. They have no offensive line. I don't even know why they are playing football at this time, but they may be starting Justin Fields altogether. I see you did that, and you are also continuing with the rest of your team the same way. Kyle Pitts, Miles Sanders, although he's questionable, check that out. Don't know what's going on with him. Nick Chubb is there. I'm predicting that you're going to have a great week. I'm predicting that I'm going to have still quarterback issues, but I'm giving this to you 100%. And the W will go to you, and you'll start 2-0, and I'll fall to 0-2. Anything else to mention here? Nope, not particularly. Let's move on to the next one. I don't want to waste your time, everybody. Cooking Goats against Dr. Champ. This is important. This is the only matchup that involves two teams that are 1-0. Okay? That are 1-0. So whoever wins here occupies first place, 2-0. Simple. I'm predicting that will be the champ. Okay, I told you before, I think the champ is coming back. He's the champ, he's coming back. It's like Tom Brady. He's the Tom Brady of our league. I think you should incorporate that name in your name, Dr. Champ. Kyler Murray, absolutely. A little tougher matchup with Minnesota, just a little tougher, but still Kyler Murray is a phenom. I know Cook and Goats, you have Dalvin Cook, you got Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones depends a lot on Aaron Rodgers. Calvin Ridley, Matt Ryan had some issues first week. Cooper Kupp is there against Indianapolis. Good defense from the Indianapolis. So it's a little bit tougher this week, right? Cooking Goats, I don't know, maybe you're going to cook those goats medium rare. But Dr. Champ's got favorable matchups all the way against Baltimore. Not the same defense that he used to be, proven like because the Raiders took him to the extra time and then to the overtime, and then they lost. And then you have Antonio Gibson against the Giants. Giants is not a great defense, but it's respectable. So that is a Thursday night game, right? Coming up. And then you got Josh Jacobs. You got Tyreek Hill. Devontae Adams. Again, Devontae Adams, a question mark, right? With regard to where is Aaron Rodgers in all this, right? And Jared Cook, Tyler Lockett, blah, blah, blah. So ESPN says this goes to you, Dr. Champ. I'm going to have to agree. It won't be as close, 141 to 135. Cooking Goats, all respect to you, but I'm feeling because of the matchups and the moves that may be made here by Dr. Champ that you're going to end up as 1-1, and Dr. Champ will be the only team at the top of the league with 2-0. Moving on to a bottom of the standings. It's first week. I shouldn't be saying that. Matchup, Glendale Goats and Falcons replacements. The supervisor. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're both VPs, but one is not really a VP. The other one doesn't. It's not a really a VP. Doesn't really have a doctorate. Or the other one is a VP, a real VP, and it has a doctorate. I don't know, something like that. This is a Los Angeles City College affair, 100%. Honestly, this is a 51%, almost smack down the middle, but it leans towards the favor of Falco. Maybe because of the matchups, maybe because of the fact that everybody's waiting for the second week to be more stabilizing factor for the round one picks and for the players altogether. I don't know. Honestly, I want to give this to Falco, and this will determine one of the teams to go to 0-2, regardless, right? of the outcome. So I'm thinking Falco's replacement is going to do this, especially looking at how the Glendale Goats are going to be, I don't know, trying to prove something. The matchups are difficult, Glendale Goats. So not that close as ESPN is giving it, but I'll stay with ESPN. I'll give it to Falcons replacements against the Glendale Goats. Yeah, unless you make some moves. I see you flexed. You flexed Saquon Barkley. I mean, it doesn't matter where you put him, right? I mean, it's either David Montgomery, unless you're thinking of not playing him. Then who would you play in that flex position? Because I'm thinking you moved him there in case you replace him with one of your other folks from the bench. You're smart. You're a smart Trojan. Use your condom wisely, Glendale Goats. Falco, I'm giving it to you. 1-1. The victory will go to you. Moving on to the second Greek battle in a row. Ace of Spades going against the Panatha. ESPN has this close too, but in favor of the Ace of Spades, right? And that makes sense. Ace of Spades is a very strong team. The matchups are favorable. Sorta. Panatha has to make some decisions. Already moved away Mostert into the IR and brought up Chris Carson. I want to call this the other way around. I want to say Panatha is going to win. Panatha is rising. Is getting better. Ace of Spades, Andrea, I'm not saying that you don't have one of the best teams in the league so far, week one, but I'm seeing this to turn the other way. Okay, so I want to give this to Panatha for the first time. I'm going to give a matchup to Panatha in a very long time. And I'm going to have both of you at 1-1. Now, mind this, the prediction for Thursday night, I'm predicting that Washington is going to kick the butt of the Giants. Even with the absence of Fitz Magic, I think that the quarterback of Washington has proven, even from last year, if you remember the playoff, the last game with the Buccaneers, I mean, he did very well because they didn't have a quarterback at the time, and he was the one who started. So I think the chemistry is going to grow. They're going to coach him up, and I think the Giants are going to lose. By the way, congratulations to the Broncos for smashing the heck out of the New York Giants. 75-yard run by Melvin Gordon. How would you ever allow that to happen? So I'm sorry, Sox in the City. It feels like you just suck in the city, right? So your team, Sox in the City, is going to be owing to the Giants. The Washington Redskins are going to win, but that benefits you because you got McLaurin, right? And I got Logan Thomas. And that's the prediction for Thursday night football, which is tomorrow. That concludes the two segments. The commissioner is butthurt, but still loyal to the league. You still owe me money. According to the comments, you don't want to pay. Well, don't pay. In the end, who cares, right? We'll see what happens. But good luck to everyone. May the best Greek win. Like I always say, commissioner out. Enjoy the rest of your night or your morning, because we're going to post this in the morning, right? We don't want to bother anybody right now. All right, everyone. I'll see you during the next segment, and I want to post a new report by tomorrow and a new poll. Commissioner out.